everyone, and welcome to TWF. Hi everyone, and welcome to Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I am Joey Styles, here with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English. And today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, we're going to see the TWF hard middle winnings, or hard made winnings, here today on Impact and Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, Joey Styles says. Yes, we are, Jonathan Coachman says. The TWF hard made or hard middle winnings, going back to at least the end of 9 between 98 YL, or at least early 9 between 99 YL. The first match was between Mankind and the Ultimate Warrior, or the Overfighter, which wasn't really much of an overfighter if you believe if you take my belief on it. John Coachman said, well, that's how it all started. And since then, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman, the TWF hard middle winnings has been a winnings that both men and women have wrestled for, fought for, and sometimes 24/7 was on it, sometimes it was not. Well, we do know that Faith is the two-time TWF hard middle winnings, because she won it the first time back in 2003 YL and her first run in the TWF. Alright, Faith says, today I'm going to have an open dare for anyone who wants to go for my, who wants to go for my TWF hard made winnings, or hard middle winnings, or whatever the English word is, since core is a French borrowed word, so I guess it would be middle or true. And here, I know you're gonna say some of these things came from the Dollar Tree. And yeah, except for a head, we don't need a head. We don't need a head. Fuck. Yeah, a lot of these things did come from, yes, I don't need the round bow. Yeah, a lot of these things did come from the Dollar Tree. No, we don't need a head. Yes, they did. And I'm having a hard time getting other things out. So you have to forgive me. I guess we'll work with, still have that as a tool, I guess. And we don't need that, put that back in there. Well, anyway, I brought all my tools out. You know, all the things which I think are gonna help, all the things that I think are gonna, all the things I think are gonna help me get the upside on whoever wants to take me on for the TWF hard middle or hard made winnings, if you get my belief. So who wants to take me up on it? Well, it looks like it's Masco gonna take Faith up on her open dare for the TWF hard middle winnings, or hard made winnings, Joey Styles says. Oh yeah, Jonathan Coachman said, doesn't that bring back thoughts of your time in ECW? This would have been, I guess, from 9 between 95 YL to 2001 YL for you. Your one-off in XPW, 9 between 99 YL to 2003 yeah, 9 between 92 YL to 2001 YL. Your one-off in XPW, which went from 9 between 99 to 2003 YL to at least 28 between YL and now. Yeah, but they were never as, but the hard middle matches in ECW back in the day, Joey Styles said, and what XPW and GCW and ZCW do now, or their take on what they thought ECW was all about back in the day, Joey Styles says. Well, I could tell you one, Jonathan Coachman. I tell you one thing Aiden English says. You know, a lot of folks like to scave these kind of matches. They call them clutter matches. Some folks like to scave wrestlers for doing this as if they don't have any wrestling or fighting skills at all. I mean, everyone has their belief on it, Aiden English says. Masco, well, we gotta do it now. Alright, let's do this. This is for the TWF hard middle winnings. First, he is Masco from the Might Players. And she is the TWF hard middle fighter from Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer, Faith. Meaning, well, now Joey Styles said now we know what live shows and what drawing shows both of them are from. And the Fight Lord, he's going to have a bind. He can never stand up anymore. He's always falling over, Joey Styles says. Well, oh! And Masco just hit Faith and knocked her down. Well, you know, and he's, Joey Styles said, and mostly in these kind of matches, all the match keeper can do is to get the 1, 2, 3 over a cover, or to make seem someone has yielded. Beyond that, there really is no oversight in these kind of matches. Oh, and Faith just kicked it right into Masco's leer. Joey Styles says. Well, Aiden, I can tell you one thing. Jonathan Coachman said, I never seen the Might Players drawing show. Or, so I don't know what things they've done. But I don't think they've done that stuff on their drawing show at all. Jonathan Coachman says, yeah, Faith is showing her that she can take it to the utmost and that she's hard middle. And some folks are going to say it's two unlike stands, two unlike mindsets. And Faith right now, oh, hit Masco and knocked him down. Faith, who worked hard to become a two-time TWF hard middle fighter and wants to keep it, Aiden English says. Oh, that's right, Joey Styles said. Faith has won it for the 2nd time, and she wants to keep it. She doesn't want to lose it as fast as she did. Oh! And by the way, folks, you can go back and watch that match if you want to, because at least that film has been shifted to disc. Oh! And Faith just knocked down Masco again, Joey Styles said. Yeah, Jonathan Coachman says, Faith right now is hoping that, oh! And Faith just missed. And Jonathan Coachman said some folks say that Faith is the nearest thing you get to Chris Jericho and Buffy, the Buffy the Bloodsucker Hunter and Buffy and Angel's World. I guess so. Oh, a hitter knocked Faith down. Masco's finally got that boat now. I was going to wonder when someone's going to work the boat on someone, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, Joey Styles said don't wonder now because it's going to happen. Oh, hit Faith and knocked her down. Faith just got hit with with that boat, Aiden English says, or that ship. There's no way that she's gonna, you know, pull through that. Right now, Masco. Oh, and now Faith's got the boat now. Faith, oh, taking down Masco with the boat now, or the ship. Joey Styles says. Oh, it's a boat, I believe Jonathan Coachman said. It's not big enough to be a ship. Well, and who really cares, Aiden English says. She hit Masco with it. She can get the 1, 2, 3 now. One. Okay, the other way. One. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your Here is your winner. And still, the TWF hard middle fighter, Faith. And now, as you can see now, we're starting to clean all these things out of the ring, Joey Styles says, like we used to do back in the day, you know. But then back in the day, it was either put it in a box or some kind of bag somewhere. And Faith is still the TWF hard middle fighter here in the TWF, the Toy Wrestling Gathering, by beating Masco here today on Impact and Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, Joey Styles said. Yes, she is, Jonathan Coachman said. Faith did have a hard match against Masco. You know, Faith did not have did not have a smooth match against Masco. No, I don't think, Jonathan Coachman says, I don't think so, Aiden English said. When anyone's in a hard metal match, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman, no one has a smooth match. No need if they have wrestling skills or fighting skills or not. Speaking of that, Mike Lane is now going to be talking with Faith now. Alright, Faith. You are still the teed up. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'll be talking with Faith now. Alright, Faith. You are still the TWF hard metal fighter. Yes, I am, Mike Lane. And I know I've won it in the past and lost it in the past, but this time I hope to keep it longer than I won it the first time. I mean, I had 2 runs in the TWF before that. 2003 YL, 2012 YL, the 23rd between YL, and then 2021 YL to now. I have about 3 runs in the toy wrestling gathering. And this has been the longest I've been in it. And Masco from the Might Players, which a drawing show which I've never seen before, but I do think that Masco is one skilled fighter and skilled wrestler, and he did put me through. He hit me with every tool and weapon there was to hit me with, and at the end of the day I did beat him, and I'm still the TWF hard metal fighter, but he did give me a big fight. Well, yes, he did. We saw a lot of tools and weapons being worked on you, but that's not all the tools and weapons that the toy wrestling gathering has, Faith, just some of them. Well, I know it's not all of them, and I know back in the day, Mike Lane, the board was always worked. All the jack stands back in the day, doll stands, were also worked. But at the end of the day, times have shifted. We've gotten a lot more dolls since then. We shifted from mini houses since then. We shifted from mini reckoners and offshoots of windows since then. A lot of things have shifted, a lot of things have kept the same. And the one thing hasn't kept the same is the toy wrestling gathering is still here. 30 years later, we're still here. And I, the TWF hard metal fighter, and I'm going to keep it that way. Well, that's my talk with Faith. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Mike Lane, for talking with Faith here today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. And that's all the time we got here for Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, Aiden English. We hope you like Impact on Axs Tv or Smash and Inside Farseer, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.